tell us about this past weekend, Tuesday, and sort of how you feel like your team stands right now?
I think we're progressing now in the right direction. We had that was a big weekend series against Houston last week. That I think as much as anything we showed a fight and showed the ability to come from behind like we did on Saturday, and then to respond on Sunday, come out and play our best game and win the game there. It was good to see. Obviously there's some things in both Friday and Saturday's games. We had opportunity to win those games. We got to clean up to where we can win that big series on the road, moving forward. But Tuesday came back out, did some good things on both ends. I thought game one, as a standard, we want to play together. I feel like we did that. But came back out, game two, Jay Gaspard gave us a great start and did some good things there. So we're moving in the right direction. Obviously, another big series coming up here with Louisiana. It's really a perennial 25 team year in, year out, and a very well coached team. So another big challenge for us going into the weekend series.
What have you seen from them? Obviously, I know they lose a lot of guys from and had a couple early losses, but what do you see from them?
Well, for starters, they're a very well coached team. So it's going to be a well put together team. I think like anybody that's got a new group, it takes a little time, as it is, to put all the pieces together. But they're still very solid. They've got one of the top shortstops in the country in Blake Trahan. He's a Team USA guy. And they still have some remnants of that team back, from last year. So it's still a good group. I know they're putting their pitching staff together, but it's a talented young staff. So, as I said, it's going to be a real challenge, and always is. But this is the kind of competition moving forward to the SEC that you're really going to have to compete every pitch for 9 innings.
How do you feel like I know you're still moving a lot of things you always do early in the year. How do you feel about sort of where your lineup is and the depth that it affords you that you're able to move a lot of different pieces?
Well, I think we're probably a little more versatile this year than we have been. I like the flow of the offense. I think we can do more things with our offense. We've got a better running game. Our short games, good spot. I think we've got some pieces in the bullpen, some matchup pieces that we haven't had in the past. Will Height's a guy that can come underneath. You got Watkins, that's a really tough left-handed matchup guy. Obviously with Burrows and Shaw and other guys in the bullpen, I think the biggest thing for us from the get-go is to continue to establish our 3-4 starting pitchers and really our command strike zone. If we can do those things, we can really build a complete pitching staff. And same thing on the offensive and position player side. We can use a few more pieces than what we have in the past because we've got guys that can move around and play different positions as well.
After just a couple of series so far, who are some guys that have maybe surprised you that you're pleased with, with their performance that you maybe didn't expect?
Sure. Well, for starters, obviously Casey Houston. I honestly expected Casey to have a big year and be a major contributor, but the way he's gotten off in the beginning of the season has been fun to watch. I mean, he's really done it. It's easy to look at his average, but it's all the other things that he's bringing to the table. I mean, he's played tremendous defense for us. He's running the bases extremely well. Just the fire and the energy that he's playing has lifted us. And I think we're getting solid contributions from our veterans guys. Obviously, Mikey, Kyle, Georgie, those guys. I think Vincent's doing some good stuff for us as well. So, and then you look on the pitching side, I think Jake Hubbard's a guy right now that we're really excited about the way he's thrown the ball up to this point. And but a lot of solid contributions across the board. I think other guys are also going to step up for us moving forward. But the biggest thing I said I like with this team is they show some real fight, and not every team has that in them, and that core and that fiber. But when this team has gotten down and got to the wall, that they really come out swinging, and that's a real good sign that you want to see early in the season.
Coach, after a few games, are you starting to feel like that's a little bit like home now? You're kind of getting used to playing.
We are. I think the Med is good for our team. It's a spacious, big ballpark, as we've talked about. The style that we want to play, very aggressive. I think that ballpark fits that. So it's really forced our hand in some areas that make you play that way. And that's the way we've prepared all year. So I think it will become a true advantage for us. And I think as the weather and everything, gets going, I think the fan base is going to grow as we move forward. Just got to get some good days, weather days out there. It's going to be a fun, exciting team to watch play. Good to go.